All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you guys for coming out. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying congratulations to our new trustee. So congratulations, welcome to the board. So I do want to say I'm glad we do have an official quorum. Everyone's here. I hope and pray we get business accomplished this evening. Therefore, we can reopen Thornton Township, the services, especially for the seniors and the veterans, as relates to transportation and also the GA department, whereas you can enter this building without having any issues. So that's my hope and prayer for this evening. I would like to call to order the meeting of Thornton Township. Today is January 28, 2025. The time is 6:12 p.m. Please call the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Present.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle. Supervisor Henyard.
Present. If we were all stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Next, we have approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the special board meeting for December 20th, 2024 at 12:30 p.m.? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Second. There's been a motion and second. Please call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann. Supervisor Henyard.
Yes. Motion
passed.
Next on the agenda is approval of bills. Is there a motion to approve the general fund? Is there a second?
I have an amended motion.
All right. Before we do the amended motion, is there a second to approve the bills? I'll second. Any discussion?
Yes, I have an amended motion.
All right. You gotta get a second on your amended motion. Is there a second for her to amend the motion? All right.
For the amended motion, yes, second.
She already seconded.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So this is for the general fund, asking to remove item 276, which is JM Sales, 293 OKK Trading, also 300 for Southland RCM Communications, 301 for Southland RCM Communication, 302 Southland RCM Communication, and the other two, I got the answer to the question, so they are fine to stay in the bid list.
All right, and why are you removing the communications?
That vendor knows about the image ordinance, and most of the items that were done weren't in compliance, and so we would still like to see the items that were created by this vendor to make sure they were in compliance with the image ordinance.
Okay, so if you felt something wasn't in compliance, y'all had these deals for quite some time. I think you guys should have got that squared away before we got here, because people have been waiting on their money for over 90 days. And I just think that's unfair to get to a board meeting finally and be able to approve bills without real justification of why we're not moving forward with approving the bill. So I just want to make that for the record. I still think you guys should pay everybody due to the fact of not having board meetings. I think everyone's entitled to their money, and then moving forward, make sure you check everything before we get to a meeting, so y'all not taking vendors out and not paying people because they've waited quite some time. All right, any more discussion? All right, call roll.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Wiedemann. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda is there a motion to approve the general assistance fund? All right, is there a second?
I would like to make an amended motion for this fund as well.
All right,
Second.
The motion is to remove a select few of these.
okay, go ahead.
All right, so number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 are all clicks in. These are all credit card bills, so these are already paid, but we would like to see what communication was sent out to the residents. Also, 74, 75, and 76. Again, we just want to make sure that the image ordinance is being complied with, and we did reach out to the attorney asking if they could give a written, just to let us know whether or not GA falls under this image ordinance, and if it does, then we want to make sure that, it's in compliance, and if not, then we'll vote to move these bills forward. We're just waiting on the attorney to reply.
All right, again, I reinstate what I stated earlier. You guys had ample time to make sure you get checks and balances. We have not had board meetings. You could have called people, checked out whatever information you wanted to know before we got here, and taking people off of the bills list. People have waited over, again, 90 days to get paid, and I just think that every vendor is entitled to their money. Whether you have a difference of opinions today, you had time to call and check it out before we got here and not pay someone once again. So that's for the record. All right, any more discussion? All right, caller.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Weedman.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next, is there a motion to approve the road and bridge fund?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Weedman.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for paying the bills. So now vendors can continue with services here in Thornton Township, especially our food department for your food boxes. So thank you so much. Next on the agenda is old business. Is there a motion to approve supervisor's 100% property tax refund for all homeowners in Thornton Township? Is there a motion? Is there a second? I second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Carlisle.
No.
Trustee Weedman. Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion failed.
All right. So you guys, I never skip clap to not receive a refund of your own property tax money. This is beyond me. But anyway, so I would like to say this for the record, guys. If you could let me finish my meeting, I appreciate it. It hurts my heart. Well, hurts my heart. I won't say hard because I never hurt my heart because I keep doing this here, which is come to meetings and show up and show out for the people, right? So it saddens my heart because people really are hurting in Thornton Township. People really needed a refund for their property taxes. A lot of people's property taxes have increased throughout the years. And unfortunately, you guys don't understand how the tax bill works. Here at Thornton Township, whatever portion you paid into was going to be given back to you. So if you paid $53, you get $53 back. If you paid $200, you get $200 back. Whatever our portion was for Thornton Township. Because I know that everybody that I spoke to claimed that they need some kind of relief. And that was our way of giving some type of relief to the residents of Thornton Township. The price tag on that is $2 million that we was refunded from our general assistance fund, which we do have. Now, over $4 million surplus, you gotta make sure I get that in that account, and we wanted to give half of that back to the community who so desperately need it. So maybe next time I'm gonna keep putting it on the agenda, until hopefully somebody up here say they really want to help the residents of Thornton Township. So that's the purpose of the property tax refund, whereas in the past, They used to pick and choose who they want to give it to. Me, I think everybody's entitled to the refund. So it was no discrimination, no pick who you know or who you like. It's every single homeowner in Thornton Township was entitled to that refund and would have received that refund right away. So I just want to make sure that there's some clarity out there because there's never no clarity as relates to what we're doing. All right, next. Is there a motion to approve bonuses for all Thornton Township employees? Is there a motion? Is there a second? There's been a motion and second. Any discussion? All right, go ahead.
So before we take a vote on this, I want to just kind of address the employees. When I tell you that, for me, this is definitely a discussion that I would like to keep on the table. I just feel like we need to get through budgets first, make sure that the financials are where we need them to be able to do this stuff. So when I tell you that my vote tonight does not reflect conversations moving forward, I mean that.
All right. Any more discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Weedman?
No.
Trustee Carlisle?
No.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Supervisor Henyard?
Definitely yes.
Motion failed.
All right. So let me explain to you guys what just happened before you. So as it relates to, okay guys, we are in the actual board meeting, so if you don't want to listen, close your ears. So as I'm trying to explain to those that do want to listen, hear a different narrative than just the one before you, I would like residents to understand what just happened. Employees have been asking for bonuses for years here in Thornton Township. I do know that some employees, when Frank Zuccarelli was here, did receive bonuses, and he just picked whatever price or total that he wanted to give to those that, of course, he liked or loved or whatever, right? But us here at Thornton Township, we wanted everybody to benefit from a bonus that they really, really need. As you can see or saw, in the last 90 days, the board has been gridlocked, has not been showing up to board meetings. And when I say not showing up, I'm speaking of two trustees, Trustee Carmen and Trustee Chris, that have been here. So we could not take care of any of the business that was truly needed to be taken care of, such as give the employees some type of relief. A lot of them have issues, have problems, and are struggling financially. So we wanted to give them some type of relief. We wanted to give them bonuses just to help them over the hump, which we have surpluses. So there's no reason why we should not be able to afford a bonus for all of our staff. And it's not just certain people, it's every single person here that works in Thornton Township will get a bonus. And that's what I'm going to continue to fight for, strive for, and I hope and pray that this board would have a change of heart and will give the bonus to the employees. Especially the last 2 weeks, they have not been working due to the fact of no quorum. So they could not enter the building because we didn't have insurance. So they have been without work, without income for 2 weeks. So this would have gave them some type of relief to catch up with their bills, their mortgages, their rent, their car note, their kids for daycare. It's all type of things that we hear from our employees. And our job, our goal was to try to make them whole or at least get them over the hump. So that was the purpose of the bonus. I still stand on what I said, which is I do want to give all of my employees here at Thornton Township a bonus. So that's what that is. Next on the agenda. And that's for the record. Next on the agenda is there approval of the forensic audit proposal submitted by E. Bailey. Is there a motion? Is there a second? Who motion? Be a motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Wiedemann? Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Gonzalez? Supervisor Henyard?
Definitely yes.
Motion failed.
All right, so again, as we go through the motions, I just want you to understand what's before you once again. This is something that myself, Trustee Carmen and Trustee Chris, all voted for. We voted to do a forensic audit of credit cards used by Carmen and Freeman. Unfortunately, we are at this stage where now we can pick the person to move forward with the investigation of the use of credit cards. And again, it saddens my heart that people don't want to move forward on something they voted to do, claiming that they wanted to be transparent, but yet they're saying no to moving forward so the actual investigation can take its place. We did do the proper channels as it relates to put it in the paper, put it out for bid, things of that nature, and now we're here at this moment trying to move forward. And just like y'all see them voting today, they could have came to every single board meeting and did exactly what they're doing today, which is vote no. They could have voted no, and we would have voted yes, right? And it would not have passed. The township did not have to become gridlocked without insurance, without services to you residents. All the two trustees had to do is just show up to a meeting and vote no, and we would have voted yes, and then it would have died. Just so you understand how it works. 2 to 2 is okay, guys. If you could, thank you. If it would have been 2 to 2, it would have died. And we could have kept moving forward with township business. I just want to make sure people understand and don't know what's going on before you. So that's that for...
I have a question about this. So this was passed on 9/24, and I agree with it. But we also agreed to another forensic audit on 3 years of each department. Why wasn't that ever submitted?
So if you had that question, you could have asked.
Well, I'm asking now.
Don't.
And I did email. I emailed months ago, and I never got a response. So I'm asking now.
All right. People tend to put up smoke signals as it relates to the question before you. The question before you is on the agenda for approval, and all you have to do is approve it. If people had questions about anything else, it has nothing to do with what's before you, which is to vote to investigate Carmen, Carlisle for the credit cards that she had. That's what it's for. That's what it's for. It's strictly for that, and it's nothing else. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. So if you said no, you said no, but before you said yes. You said, I'm transparent. I'm going to vote. So vote and let's move forward so the company can come in.
I am transparent. One thing I don't do is to trust you or keep trustee. Resubmit this and send it out to people and present it to the board. I don't trust your administration.
And we don't trust you. So that's why we're doing the investigation. So we're trying to move forward with the investigation so that now the public would know exactly how things were spent here at Thornton Township. That's what they want to know. And as it relates to any other department, we also voted to investigate every single department here in Thornton Township. That's the part they leaving out to y'all. I voted for it. She voted for it. Chris voted for it. So we all voted to investigate every single department at Thornton Township, just so we are crystal clear of what happens. If I would have said no, guess what? It would not have passed. So that's, again, another reason why I'm saying they should have came to every single board meeting, because you have to have 3 confirmed votes for anything to pass at Thornton Township, as you see before you. That's why you don't have any bonuses, because 3 of them said no, 2 of us said yes. It's the same concept. There was no reason for us to have our doors locked and shut down because people could not get out of their personal feelings and come to a board meeting, and that is the truth, period. Next, moving on. Next, is there a motion to approve IT and Senior Services Department and receive credit cards to handle the day-to-day operation? Is there a motion? All right. All right, it's been motion and second. Any discussion? All right, call.
Trustee Wheatman. Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Supervisor Henyard.
Definitely yes.
Motion failed.
So again, y'all know explain every what we go through so that people understand what's before them, so you don't go out with misinformation. IT definitely needs a credit card here at Thornton Township. It's a lot of services that went down, little do people know, in IT. And the sad part about it is we had no way to kind of make them whole because people weren't coming to board meetings. So things was crashing, employees couldn't do their job, do work. It was days where we were just here, meaning staff. So it's a lot of issues that you don't know about that we try to complete and fix. But if people are so stubborn and don't want to give people the right tools to run their operation, and this is what you get. So I just pray that people understand this is a business, no matter how you look at it, and you must run it as a business. So in the business, you need the proper things to run that establishment. And right now, they don't have what they need. So that's IT and then especially senior services. And those two individuals that's over both departments, guess what? Been here way over 10 years plus. So when people talk about trust or transparency, they all been here, and what I love about each person having their own card is that they are accountable for what they use in that particular department. So I just want to make sure everybody understands the why for IT and the why for senior services. So that's it, that's all.
Supervisor, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I just want to be clear to the department heads that she's speaking of, that it's not at all that I don't trust you guys. I absolutely do trust you guys. I don't trust the person in charge to take accountability for anything else that's going on. Just know that when she sits up here telling you that you guys are at fault for this, that is not why I voted the way I did.
Okay. So with that, just so y'all know, with a credit card, let me just go a little further for those that didn't graduate from high school. So when it comes to things like a credit card, just so y'all understand how it works with a credit card, it's just like if you guys go today and you apply for a credit card with a Capital One, whether it's Chase or anything like that, when you have that in your possession, you are responsible for whatever you swipe or you spend, period. I just want you guys to understand how that works. So for people to say that you don't trust somebody, it's the person that's using the card. And that's what it's all about, just so you understand how
The question is, when are you going to be responsible?
Hold on. So that's how it works. So everybody want to hold people accountable and to be responsible for something, then you vote. Let the investigation happen and you vote for the stuff. Stop running from it. Stop hiding from it. Stop getting up here and you guys voting things down. Make things move in Thornton Township. Stop realizing. All right.
I have another comment.
Is there a motion?
Supervisor, I have another comment.
Okay, well, discussion's over with. We're going to move on.
So what
Is there a motion? No, this is
So what you say might be true,
So next on the
but I'm
agenda.
sitting at the same table as you are.
A motion to adopt the 2024-2025 budget and appropriation ordinance 24-009 for Thornton Township General Fund. Is there a motion? Right. All right, is there a second? Second. All right, it's been motion and second. Any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Supervisor Trustee Gray Everett. Say it tonight. Say yes. Okay. Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Wiedemann. I didn't hear you.
She said no.
Okay. Supervisor Henyard.
Definitely yes.
Motion failed.
All right, next on the agenda is the motion to adopt the 2024/2025 budget and appropriation ordinance 24-010 for Thornton Township General Fund. Is there a motion? Our motion that we adopt the appropriation ordinance 24-010 for Thornton Township General Fund. Our motion. Is there a second? It's been motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Carlisle.
No.
Trustee Wiedemann.
No.
Supervisor Henyard.
Definitely yes.
Motion
All
failed.
right. So again, guys, both of the budgets have not been passed. We over a year now without a budget here at Thornton Township. They've had budgets forever and a day, and we should now be passing a budget because we're now on the second budget, which is we'll be doing the next month or so. So I just want to point out to y'all how things have constantly being gridlocked at Thornton Township, and we kind of need to handle the business because right now, as you can see, the business is being handled by people that don't want to move township government forward. So next on the agenda, is there a motion? So at 7, 8, 7 and 8, we already passed these two. We did. That's the ones we voted on. We did. Okay. So again, let me refresh your memory. This is why I always say, let me educate. So why I'm about to educate everybody? Because everybody want to always act like they know and they don't read. So let me read it for you. Okay, on September 24th, 2024, right? Myself, Trustee Carmen, and Trustee Chris voted to investigate every single department in Thornton Township. So, to place this on the agenda again, to act like you basically are targeting certain departments, when we said all of the departments will be investigated, there's no need to reapprove something that's already approved. And that's my point of, we've already approved this. So, approving it again to do what? It's already approved. This the date, this the minutes. Y'all can FOIA it, look it up, take a picture. So that's where it's at. So that's why I was saying those two items are already voted for. Okay, so moving on.
Please make it clear. So,
She said that the attorney made off the presentation, and she's trying to figure out. Yeah, that's, right. So she's trying to slip it through. Yes.
Her question was, can they vote on something that's on the agenda? He said they can.
Yes, these two items are very specific matters that can be voted on. They are properly on the agenda, and they can certainly be voted on with a motion and a second, followed by discussion and a roll call vote. Motion to approve item 7.
All right, so as I was stating, that's already approved, regardless of voting on it or not, it's already approved. So he said, just so you understand what the lawyer did, he just said you can vote on anything that's on the agenda, but it's already approved. So doing it again makes no sense, but go right ahead. I just like to point out how people target certain departments and certain people is all that is, because it's all together as a whole that we're going to investigate every single department at Thornton Township. So I just want to clear that up. So I will not be voting again for this because it's already.
The attorney said we can vote on it, and I would like
trustee.
to vote
Y'all got to
on
learn our
items.
rules of order. I did not give you the floor. Like, stop. On September 24th, 2024, we voted for every single department to be investigated here in Thornton Township. Just so we crystal clear in the fact, everybody here be loud and clear of what it will be and what it is.
Attorney, can we end this debate and call the roll?
We're clear, call the roll.
Trustee, hold on. We are in discussion. What is wrong with y'all?
Motion to end debate.
Just say something that you're talking about. So I just want to make sure that that's in the record so people know.
We're sure, call the roll, please.
All right, what's y'all done? Y'all done?
Motion to end debate and call the roll.
All right, thank you.
Second.
Okay, thank you. As I was saying, if anybody wants the information, on September 24th,
If a
2024,
motion like that is made, there's no discussion, and there's an immediate roll call vote with respect to the motion on the debate.
all right, thank you so much for your input. On September 24th, 2024, make sure that you go and you FOIA what I'm reading into record so that everyone will have it, okay? So I just want to make sure that was in the record for you, and now motion forward, okay?
Trustee Gonzalez? Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
No.
Motion passed.
Discussion has been closed, so now move to an immediate roll call with respect to the motion.
It wasn't. They only motion to end discussion.
Correct, so discussion is ended, so the very next procedure is to have a roll call vote with respect to the matter.
No one made a motion for a second. No one made a motion for the item.
Trustee Gonzalez said vote on item 7.
You trumped that with your motion to stop discussion. So that's all.
I motion to vote on 7, 8, and 9.
Second.
So, just so you can understand what they're voting on, so you can, so I can read it to record, because people don't know what 7, 8, and 9 is. So I'm gonna read it to record. So what she made a motion for was number 7, to retain an independent investigator for Thornton Township's outreach. Please, guys, we had a board meeting. I have to read it into record so you'll know what we're voting for. The second item was independent investigator for a forensic audit to investigate. Guys, please. So the at-risk youth program. And the other item was discussion and possible action to retain an independent investigator for employees A and B. Those are the 3 items, just so you understand when she said 7, 8, and 9, you know what it is in the record, guys. So go ahead, you can. So they voted on 7, 8, and 9. I just read 7, 8, and 9 into the record. So that's what they motioned on. They got a second on. Okay. So
Who motioned to approve?
No, we're currently only on item number 7. There was a motion to close debate. That was approved.
Right.
And now the clerk should do the roll call with respect to approval of item number 7, period.
Hold on. So, Carmen, she did not say that. She motioned for 7, 8, and 9 is what she said.
Right, but that's incorrect. The matter is to have a roll call vote.
So she can do a consent agenda, so you're wrong. Unless she can add all 3 together and vote all together.
What are you gonna do? Separately?
We'll vote on them separately.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna do a single vote on number 7. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gray Everett. So you're gonna do yes or no?
Oh, we got education going on here. Hold on.
Trustee Gray. Trustee Gray Everett. Supervisor Henyard.
No.
Motion passed.
All right, next. Is there a motion to approve number 8? Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, been motion second, any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gray Everett. Supervisor Henyard.
No.
Motion
All
passed.
right, next, is there a motion to approve number 9? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been motion second, any discussion?
Who motion?
All right, call the roll.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Definitely not.
Motion passed.
Next, is there a motion for number 10? Is there a motion? For which one? Number 10.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion and second? All right.
I have discussion.
Oh, go ahead.
So on the dates for the board meeting, the second board meeting in February falls on the 25th, which...
No. What it was on the last holiday calendar, usually we have elections off because they hold the elections down here, but we don't have a primary on February 25th, so the township will be open.
But will we have a board meeting?
Yes.
We would,
Is that election day?
it is.
Oh.
So can we vote to change it to the 24th?
What day? The 25th is a regular scheduled board meeting. What is your suggestion of changing the date?
I
The 20th? Go ahead.
I was hoping the 24th.
24th or the 26th?
That's Monday.
Or let's do the 26th. Y'all found it?
Which day, is it 24th or the 26th? Which one?
The 24th.
Here, call the roll.
24th?
The 26th is valid. The 26th.
26th? All right, we have the 24th and the 26th before us.
Procedurally, Trustee Wiedemann, you could do a motion to amend the calendar to change February 25th to February 24th. If there's a second to that motion, then there could be a roll call vote with respect to that change.
Okay, I would like to make a motion to change the board meeting on February 25th to February 24th.
Second.
Right, is there a second?
Gonzalez, second.
All right.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Henyard?
No.
Motion
All right.
passed.
Next on the agenda is resolution, proclamations, and
We
ordinances.
still need to vote to approve the calendar in its entirety.
Right.
Is there a motion to approve the calendar?
We just need a roll call vote.
But we already approved the
Motion.
Second.
We already proved that we were just doing, revising it because of that February 25th, incorrect date.
Correct.
But it was, the calendar was approved, whenever we met.
The whole calendar was already approved.
Well, there was a motion to approve the amended calendar that was seconded, and then there was a motion to amend that. It was approved by roll call vote. So we still need a roll call vote to approve the amended calendar.
Okay. All right. The building calendar. We're going to change the date to February the 24th on the amended calendar.
We did a roll call to approve item number 10.
Did we get a first and did we get
I
a?
motion.
Okay. All right. Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann? Trustee Gray Everett? Yes, okay. Supervisor Henyard?
No. All right.
Motion
Next
passed.
on the agenda is resolution, proclamations, and ordinances. Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 24-013, general fund and general assistance fund tax levy ordinance? Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Call roll.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
No.
Motion passed.
Okay, so as it relates to the tax levy, as you guys know, if people follow how business owners operate, you normally will pass your budget and then pass a tax levy. What just happened before you is people raise your property taxes. People have just did something and you yesing and ooh and I, great. But you should ask questions so you understand what happened. And what just happened is they should have made sure they told you how they allocated the funds and where it's going to go before they pass the tax levy. I said this at the last meeting when they tried to do it before. I'm saying it again for those that do listen to supervisors. So I just want you to understand where we are as relates to a tax levy. So your tax levy has been increased here at Thornton Township, and we do not have a budget as it relates to the difference and where it's going to go, because they did budget first, they passed the levy before they budget, so they're doing it backwards. You pass a budget first, and then you go through the tax levy. But we didn't do that, so I just want to point that out. That's for the record. Next on the agenda, is there a motion?
That should be passed before budget passed.
Okay, next on the agenda, is there a motion to adopt resolution for Jesse Elson? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Motion. Second?
Second.
Is there a motion and second? Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
I'm sorry, I know we're calling the roll, but out of respect for the assessor, can we read it into record?
Yeah, can we finish the roll call first? Yes. Can we finish?
Yeah, finish
Okay.
the roll call, definitely.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, go ahead, trustee. You can read what you want to record.
All right. Resolution in memoriam Jesse Elston. Whereas Thornton Township has received notice of the passing of Jesse Elston, who departed this life on Sunday, December 29th, 2024, at approximately 1:30 a.m. at Ingalls Hospital. And whereas the clerk, supervisor, trustees, elected officials, and employees of Thornton Township wish to extend and convey their collective sincere sympathy to our township assessor, Cassandra Elston, Jesse Elston's family and friends on this sad event. And whereas Jesse Elston, a beloved veteran, father figure who greatly contributed to his community, was well known and valued by many. Born August 1st, 1946 in Chicago, Illinois, to the late Jesse and Corinne Elston, he was the younger of two children, including his sister Jackie Rivera. Jesse, the devoted husband of Assessor Cassandra Elston, beloved father to 8 children, Erica Jackson, Terrell, Jasmine Frowner, Roderick Elston, Anthony Calloway, Kanisha Grooms, Erica Abraham, Kelly Ever, Marquette Elston, and one stepdaughter, Yolanda Charis Hobart. He cherished all his children. He will leave behind a legacy of love, leadership, and service that touched so many lives and will forever be remembered. And whereas Jesse Elston was united in marriage in late August of 2018 to Cassandra Hobart Elston, Thornton Township Assessor. The wedding was a beautiful celebration of their love and life together. The wedding was attended by many friends and family. Jesse was an important part of Cassandra's campaign for Thornton Township Assessor, where he volunteered for her campaign and others. Jesse was close to former Thornton Township Supervisor Frank M. Zuccarelli, the former clerk Jacqueline Rivera, his sister. And whereas Jesse Elston, who was kind-hearted to everyone that knew him and sought to be a beacon to the veterans and those in need. He served in the United Navy and received an honorable discharge on January 10, 1969. He was loved and will be missed by all who knew and loved him. And for I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Job 19:25-26. Now therefore be it resolved that the clerk, supervisor, trustees, elected officials, and employees of Thornton Township do hereby convey their most sincere sympathy to our Township Assessor Cassandra Elston, family and friends of Jesse Elston by the passage of this resolution in memoriam, and be it further resolved that this resolution be spread upon the records of Thornton Township for all to see, and that a true hard copy thereof be delivered to Jesse Elston's family as a sign of our respect and sympathy. Adopted this 28th day of January, AD 2025.
very much. I'd like to thank the board. I want to thank everyone here tonight and also all the residents of Thornton Township for your love, the cards, your prayers, and just your total support. Jesse loved everyone here in Thornton Township. He did his best to show that to everyone. I love you guys. I will always continue to love you. Again, thank you, and God bless you all.
Next on the agenda is new business. Are you guys okay with doing a consent agenda for all the insurance? Are you okay with that? Okay.
Yes.
Is there a motion to do a consent agenda for items 1 through 5? All right, is there a second?
Second.
Been motion and second, any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion
All
passed.
right, guys, so now the township will be reopened tomorrow. We will go back to operating our vehicles. All our buses will be out and running, and the building is open for you to come in and get services from the General Assistance Department, the Assessment Department, and any other department that's in this building or other buildings. We will also start back up the after-school program, so we will contact the parents. If you're in the audience, we will sign your kids back up to pick them up starting next week, Monday. They just have to get some structure just so they can operate right away. So I just want to thank you guys for allowing us the opportunity to get it together. So thank you so much, residents, for being patient. Is there a motion to approve 1 through 5?
Motion.
Is there a second? There's been motion and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Carlisle.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Wiedemann.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right. All right. All right, guys, our questions are about closed session. You guys voted on it already on number 9. Do you guys know we go in closed session?
Yes.
Okay. But you know you voted to already,
One has nothing to do with the other.
okay. All right, so y'all go to closed session. All right, so before we go to closed session, I'm gonna make sure I allow the public to speak, and then we're going to close session. Hopefully it's quick, and then we come back out. And that is it for the evening. How many people?
You would need a vote to change that, right? Attorney, would she need a vote to change the order of the agenda?
I didn't change the order of the agenda.
Yes, if you're going to have public comment earlier prior to closed session.
Why would we not?
Because it's not on the agenda.
So they want y'all to sit here while we go on the back and go back and forth over whatever we go back and
Set the agenda.
Normally, just, okay. So normally, for those that do listen to me, normally the way it works, we normally pause and allow public to speak before we go on the back. And sometimes we go on the back, it's longer than 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes it's longer, so that you're not just sitting here waiting. That way, you got to address the board, you got to say what you wanted, and if you wanted to go, you can go. Because then we come back, all we do is either make a decision on what we talked about in the back, and then we motion to close our meetings. That's how it works. So that's what it is. So do you guys want to allow the public to speak first? Y'all don't? I'm talking to my board. Y'all want to?
No, we would like to go in closed session. We'll come back.
Okay.
Thank you all for your patience so much.
Anybody
We
else want
appreciate you,
to
residents.
allow the board to speak? Trustees? Any other trustees? Trustee Chris? You said you want to be what? So you don't want the public to speak first? You want to speak? Okay. All right. Supervisor's report. So guys, we basically have a lot of
Attorney, didn't you say she needs to, session is before the report?
The next item on the agenda is closed session. Is
So you want to
there-
close session first?
She can't read.
All right, is there a motion to go in closed session?
Motion.
Is there a second? Second. All right, the motion is second. We will be going closed session. Call the roll.
Trustee Carlisle?
And
Yes.
I'm sorry, just before the roll call, just to be clear, we're going into closed session for the reasons stated on the agenda. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Did we have a motion and a second to go to closed session? Who motion?
I motion.
And who second? Okay. Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henyard? Motion passed. We're going into closed session. 7:01.
7:01, so we will be in closed session coming. All right, guys, see y'all when we get All right, guys, we're about to reconvene our meeting. I would like a motion to reconvene our board meeting.
I motion.
Is there a second? Second. Is the motion is second? 7:13 p.m. Please call the roll.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett? Come out of closed session. Trustee Wiedemann?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, so next on the agenda is there a motion?
Regarding, is there action following closed session?
Is there action to file in closed session?
I would like to make a motion to put Kamal Woods and William Moore on administrative leave.
All right, so just so you know, I'm so happy, y'all. Thank y'all for the lawsuit. But anyway, it is a motion. Hi guys,
She didn't get to make the entire motion, guys. Please give us a second. She didn't make the entire motion.
On administrative leave effective immediately.
That's the whole motion. What are y'all talking about? And just so you know, it's paid. So checkmate. Anyway, that is
The attorney just said it wasn't the entire motion. The attorney
Hold on. It's administrative leave with pay effective immediately.
That's great. Great. Thank you. We can go do some work. Great. All right. Please call the roll. Call the roll.
Who's second?
Call the roll.
Second.
Yes, second. Call the roll.
Trustee Gonzalez,
Yes.
Trustee Wiedemann,
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle,
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett, Supervisor Henyard.
No, and this is political
Motion passed.
retaliation. So again, thank you for the lawsuit, because y'all just picked certain individual. Y'all didn't come in here and do no research, so I appreciate it. Next on the agenda is supervisor report. Well, guys, it's been a wonderful, wonderful year. We have surpluses in Thornton Township. We've been going after different things to bring grants back. I'm so happy for all the things we have accomplished, despite what people may say. I always think everybody should check all the facts and know what's going on in Thornton Township. So I just want to say I appreciate you residents throughout all the turmoil, all the mess. I still had my head high and focus on your needs as residents. And I came to every single board meeting to make sure that I advocated for whatever it is that you guys needed. I also want to say that it just said in my heart that people treated this like politics and didn't govern for those 90 days, that you didn't have government in your building so that we can operate and give you your resources that you truly needed. It's a lot of people that called our office crying about they didn't have food, they didn't have a way to dialysis, and that's just what broke my heart and why I keep going, because those people is who I care about. And that's why I became a public servant and got into, I call it politics now. It's all the tricks. It's all about what people say about you that they think gonna stick on the wall. So that's all it is, but when people see through the mess, because I think the people are woke now, I just appreciate you guys for listening to me, all the ones that have taught how politics go and taught how things work in government. You're seeing it through my lenses, so thank you so much just for supporting me and making sure that others understand their government. I pray that it was very helpful for you to understand what to do with a FOIA, and it's a Freedom of Information Act where you go in any one of your cities, any one of your parks, libraries, school boards, and you can FOIA any information that you would like to know about that board or what they have been doing with your taxpayer dollars. So I just want to say I'm helpful and happy with the things that we have accomplished at Thornton Township. To my staff, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful that you stayed forward throughout the controversy. I'm thankful that you guys just kept going and providing a way for all of our residents at Thornton Township. The youth, you know, my heart always believes in y'all because I am the youth. So I really appreciate you because now you guys know what a mayor is, you know what a supervisor is. You guys now want to be like me. So I appreciate all these things that you see before you. So I just wanted you to understand that I love you to my residents and my youth, and I'm glad that I can inspire somebody that might want to get in government, might want to get in politics. I'm glad that I am able to do those things for you. And thank you to most people that do listen and open your ears and close your mouth. That way you can hear a different narrative as it relates to what's going on in the world. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I can't stress that enough. I just wanted to give you that little bit of praise because without you, brothers, I wouldn't be as successful as I am. And it's all your love and all your commitment to change in the community is the reason why your super mayor still stands today. So thank you again. What I do want my residents of Thornton Township to know is don't be like the bitter people that you see. Don't be like the people that's really hateful or hardening heart or just got so much negativity to say. Always find peace in your life, find peace at home, find peace in your job, find peace in everywhere you go. I just want you to know, residents, this too shall pass, and when it passes, I will be victorious. I will succeed in everything that I do, everything that I accomplish. I I just want you to know that I love you. And there's nothing y'all can ever do about that. So even the hateful, I love you too. So any of you guys, I appreciate y'all. And I just want y'all to know that I'm here to stay. And I just want you to focus on rebuilding community and leading with love, leading with your heart, and don't let that deter you from doing anything different but that. Stay focused, keep God first, stay prayed up. I do want them to put prayer back in the schools because that is lost. I just think there's a lot of changes that need to be done throughout government, especially the school districts and especially the parks and libraries where our kids need those things. I don't like the fact that they took penmanship out of the schools because a lot of your kids come to us and they fill out an application. And when they fill out an application, guys, they do not know how to sign their name in cursive. So that's something else that we have brought here to Thornton Township to try to help alleviate some of the issues that you see before you. And another thing I'm big on is bilingual. I think our kids should learn a different speech, a different thing. And I just want to push these things out so we understand kind of where I come from and what it is that I really want our community to benefit from. So again, thank you for your love and support, and I will now open it up to public comment. So public comment, you do have 3 minutes. I know she has have a list here. The clerk will be over the timer, and she have a list, so listen for your name. You do have 3 minutes. Please, whatever you do, be respectful of people's time and in their opinion, however they feel. Whether it's good, bad, or different, it does not matter. They are addressing the board, not the residents. So please keep your comments down so we can hear every single person that comes up and want to say something as it relates to whatever it is with Thornton Township. So please be respectful of one another. All right, go ahead.
Hi, I have a comment I would like to make, clerk. Can I just say something really quick? Go ahead. First of all, I just want to say thank you to the Thornton Township residents. You all are awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I also want to say congratulations to Stephanie on joining the team. Super happy to have her here. But one thing I do want to do is say a few words for Jerry Jones. I think kindness goes a long way, and no matter how much money you give a person time, sometimes kindness is what's lasting. So I just want to say a few words to Jerry Jones. On behalf of Thornton Township Board of Trustees, we would like to take a moment to honor and recognize the contributions of Jerry Jones. For over a decade, Jerry served as a trustee with unwavering dedication, compassion, and commitment to improving the lives of Thornton Township residents. Jerry's leadership and service reflects the best of what is meant to be a public servant. His passion for the community was evident in everything he did, from participating to Days in the Park, events to his genuine love for engaging with our residents. Jerry's favorite part of public service was connecting with the people he served, and it showed in the meaningful relationships he built over the years. Jerry's impact went beyond his role as trustee. His decades-long commitment to our youth as a coach for the Dalton Bears demonstrated his belief in the importance of mentorship and investing in the next generation. For 25 years, he guided young athletes not only on the field but in life, remembering each of their names and ensuring they knew they mattered. Though Jerry recently stepped down from his position for health reasons, his legacy will continue to inspire us. We honor his tireless efforts to make Thornton Township a better place, and we thank him for so many years of selfless service. Jerry, you are a pillar of our community, and your dedication will never be forgotten. We wish you nothing but health, happiness, and peace as you take time for yourself. You will always be a part of the Thornton Township family.
If I may, I have a few words also. I'd like to, I did this privately, but I'd like to make it part of the record. Thank you to the clerk's office for last Tuesday. Everything went extremely smooth. The staff that helped out. You just, some of those things you just don't know how it's exactly going to go, but I mean, it was efficient. People got in fast. So I just want to commend them, as well as the police departments that helped out, keeping everybody safe. South Suburban College, South Holland, Cook County Sheriff's Department, Calumet City, everybody. But that's what happens when different entities, different governments work together. That's when people work together, you get something done. So I'd also like to thank all the residents who came out, regardless of who they supported. It's about coming out, it's about giving your voice, and I just want to say thank you for everybody for coming out. And then I just want to apologize for the play-by-play on each agenda item tonight, but we got through it, so thank you.
3 minutes. Who you got first?
Dan Lee.
Actually, really quick before he starts, I'm sorry, I forgot one thing. Just so the residents also know, because obviously some of the board has, obviously, and for rightfully so, voiced concern about having meetings and things, activities going on in the building here as well as our other buildings without us being insured. But it was asked of the administration if we get temporary insurance just to have a meeting tonight, and that was, it fell on deaf ears. So we took it upon ourselves to make sure the township was insured for this meeting tonight, so we're not being hypocritical and just having people here in an unsafe environment. So I just want to let everybody know that.
I just want to add to that, for every single meeting that we've been having down here, whether they know or not, they have the electoral board down here every single week, every other week. So, and no insurance. So when people sit here and try to feed you some stuff like they did something, why y'all have insurance when they have the electoral board?
You just kind of proved my point.
I'm pointing that out, that they constantly do it, but guess what? The electoral board is ran by the lawyers. The attorneys are here. Ton of attorneys that sit up here. So right is right, wrong is wrong. So all I'm saying to you guys is they still all came in this building with no insurance. So I just want to point that out because people want kudos for something they created, they caused. They caused the fire and then want to see him run and say, well, we have insurance. We have insurance for over 90 days. We got to do better. We have to do better, guys. All right, go ahead, Dan.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Greetings to everyone in the building. Can you all hear me okay? Yes. Okay. First of all, I would like to congratulate Stephanie for being our new trustee, and I commend our suddenly animated lawyer for getting in the game. You stood up today, and this is what it should be every single meeting. Now, in view of the fact that we have to go through this endless filibuster at the end of the meetings, I would like to suggest to the trustees that they move the supervisor's report to the end of the meeting, so those of us who don't want to sit here and listen to the blather can leave. Because you're going to hear the same thing over and over again, and it's going to be totally alien to whatever the truth may be at that particular point. Case in point, we are now proudly looking at one of the only individuals in the state of Illinois that is uninsurable in Dalton and uninsurable in Thornton Township. I say this without fear because it has been put all over the airwaves yesterday by Lori Lightfoot, who gave us a complete, not a complete, but she gave us a roadmap as to how Dalton and Thornton Township have been commingling, and our funds have been messed up totally and completely. What we want to do is remember that Liberation Day is coming. It starts February the 10th, and it goes through February the 25th. That's in Dalton. I'm not sure what the township April 1st. So it would be good to have April 1st, April Fool's Day. Got to go. Also, on the subject of bonuses. Okay, I love employees. However, until we get the budget straight, until we finally figure out who are these employees that have been digging in our pockets for 4 years to the tunes of tens of thousands of dollars, it doesn't make any. We have to separate those employees from the others because a 5-finger bonus has been taken by a bunch of people with credit cards. And one of them might be sitting in front of us. We don't know that. In addition to that, I don't quite understand what the options were in that closed session, but all those options should be put on the table as to what could have happened or what should have happened. If that's even possible. Because getting administrative leave with pay reminds me of what happened in Dalton. William Moore was fired from Dalton, yet he was the only one that could go in there and let anyone in.
Time.
He sat there.
All right, your time is up. Who's the next person on the list? Your 3 minutes are up. Who's next?
Vivian Allen.
Who Allen?
Vivian Allen.
Did you say your tap?
Yeah.
Next person.
Thank you, Dan.
Hold on, clerk, can I step in for a second, clerk, and say something real quick? I just wanna have a brief talk real quick. Thornton Township employees, there is a level of dignity and respect that you guys should be carrying yourselves with. That, ma'am, I'm speaking to Thornton Township employees. I just want to make it clear that we have to treat our residents, regardless of personal feelings, with dignity and respect. Please keep that in mind while people are up speaking.
And y'all should have said that when you brought crowds in here disrupting meetings.
This is my first meeting up here.
But you was on the other side keeping up all the chaos. Now you want people to behave. Stop it. All right, go ahead. You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
All right, thank you, Stephanie. What you said was a great introduction because she never gives the residents respect. And yet, she wants everyone to respect her in that seat. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I don't care what anybody else got to say. I appreciate Lori Lightfoot and her investigation and the thoroughness of what she gave us residents because everything on there was something that can be verified, and that's why it was sent to the feds. So again, you not under federal investigation, we say you lying. While you always trying to call somebody else out, we're calling you out. You might want to just step down and not come to another meeting. I wish y'all would have made the meeting for February the 26th, so at least we could have enjoyed her being voted out. Clean House 2025. We got this. Beth McBride.
Good evening. My name is Beth McBride. I am a resident of Thornton Township. This whole thing that's been happening here has been really awful. The world is watching us, the country is watching us, the state of Illinois is watching us, and the communities are watching us. This has been a very bad thing with bad leadership. The thing that I want to say to the world is that I am so appreciative for the many prayers around the world. I've read many comments on blogs where people are praying for us. I've also read many comments where people are encouraging us. They're encouraging us to stand strong, and I have been standing strong throughout all of this, and so many of you have been standing strong also. We're going to continue to stand strong because we need Thornton Township for the food assistance that people need. People need rent assistance and people need housing assistance, and they need all sorts of encouragement and assistance. I'm really hopeful that there will be more mental health care for people that have fallen through the cracks so that they will receive help. I really think that if you would pray for us and continue to support us, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah. Jennifer Roberts.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations, Stephanie Wiedemann. Yes. I just want to say thank you to Carmen and Chris. You all have done a great job despite all of the harassment that you all have had to endure. Right now, this is a moment that we have all been praying for. People, and this is why real prayer Real prayer works. Real prayer works. And we've been praying and hoping for a day like today. Now work is getting done. Tiffany, you are taking losses in both the village and the township. And the nightmare is over. I am so happy. Last week you did an interview with WVON. And you lied. One after the other. One lie after the other. But you asked me a question that your friend would not allow me to answer. So tonight I'm going to answer that question. You said that my husband was stalking you. But I want you to know that we live in Lansing. We shop in Lansing. We do business in Lansing. And we eat at restaurants in Lansing. And here's the thing, neither you nor Keith Price or William Moore live in Lansing. You all don't live in Lansing. So the lie that you're telling people, and you need to correct your lawyers because you have some dumb lawyers that are not doing their job for you correctly. And we can't wait to see you in court on April if you show up. But by then, you will be out of both seats. You will be out of both seats. Oh, Clerk Wells, let me say thank you. Thank you for what you did. And you did your job, and we are grateful. Thank you to the attorney. We are so proud of you tonight. You did your job, and that's all we've been asking for. Accountability, transparency, doing the right thing. Thank you, and thank you.
Next resident, last name is Nicole, is Olivia or? Oh, Olivia, okay. Alicia.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I wanted to start by just saying how monumental this day is for me because, William, you're out of here, okay? You're out of here. You don't even live in the township. You tried to out me several times. You don't even live in the township. One question I do have is, why is it with pay? Because they've been on leave with pay. They haven't done anything related to what their roles are supposed to be. So I don't understand why they're on leave with pay, because essentially nothing changes for them, because they've been doing the same thing. Attorney, I do applaud you for tonight. However, after last meeting, after her bullies, to Stephanie's point, said that I didn't live in the township, which I do. I didn't see you with the yellow card at the vote. I didn't see you with the yellow card at the vote. I had one though. But anyway, when I told the attorney, I said, attorney, you might need to advise, you know, I don't even know what to call them, the administration, Tiffany included, on making those statements about me not being a resident. Your response was, well, sue them then. Thanks for the information, because I will be doing just that. But to me, that just puts money in your pocket, because who's going to defend them? You. So that was, I didn't like that advice. And if you are for the township residents, you definitely weren't for me when you told me that. To me, the strategy would have been, get your people in check, because they're a liability. They can't get insured now, yet when I file this lawsuit that I'm filing, it's going to be even worse. So, you know, be careful. Oh, it's on, thanks to you, I have it recorded. Thanks to you, it's recorded. But anyway, so he's interrupting me. Control your goon. And it's funny to you, right? Anyway, Clerk Wells, you know, I do want to say I did thank her. I'm just going to be quiet, and I want my time back. Okay. Clerk Wells, I do want to commend you and congratulate you for the vote. I asked you about the vote early on, and you did tell me what the process was. Tiffany was trying to circumvent that process. And what kind of supervisor who's fighting for voter rights on one hand, claiming that people were locked out of the caucus, but then you don't even show up to exercise your right if you even live in a township. You were too honorary to even show up.
I was speaking to the employees, ma'am.
Okay, but anyway, if you want to talk, come up here for public comment, because it's ignorant to just be yelling stuff out while people are talking. If you want to talk, get on up here and speak your piece. But anyway, So Clerk Wells, I want to commend you. I know it's difficult to stand strong when you're pressured to do the wrong thing because, I mean, that's pretty much what Tiffany does. She wants you to back her even in her wrongness. So thank you for standing up, for standing on the side of right, for respecting your position, and really letting the residents have the vote that we were supposed to have. Also in that, congratulations, Stephanie. I was very proud. I'm glad that you are now a trustee and have given us a quorum. So again, thank you guys and have a great night.
Janelle Taylor.
I don't know if this works. Can you hear me? Okay. Good evening, everybody. I have two statements I want to make. One is a question, rather. The first statement is, at the last meeting, we had a young lady who got up here who had not even signed up to speak, and she used a lot of profanity, and there were at least 2 children in the audience, and our supervisor was smiling like it was cute, and she did not have her head down as she has it down now. I don't understand. If you're a woman, lift your head up and listen to what's said, whether you accept it or not. But that's a child's move that you're doing. Okay, we'll move on from there. The other one is a question for trustee Everett Gray, Gray Everett, I'm not sure which one it is. Why do you have to sidebar with the supervisor during these meetings? Couldn't she call you on the phone and tell you how to vote?
This is public comment. Make your comment.
Shut up, girl. Anyway, my time is not up. I haven't even been up here that long. But the point is, why do you have to sidebar? I'm assuming that Miss Everett has reasoning skills, and she can make a decision on her own. You should not have to tell her what to do. If you have to tell her what to do, and she can't think of reasoning out herself, she needs to step down from that position. But we know that's going to be wiped out soon.
She needs to be sued for alcohol.
Next person is Jedidiah.
Excuse me, my bad, got a little distracted. Alright, so, man, there's so much, I didn't want to say nothing, but I really didn't like how you disrespected the newly elected trustee. But what I want to say that it's clear that you got questionable spending habits, you got a failed business venture, your restaurant was deemed nasty, and it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours. But since you sold for women, I really already knew by the way you handled Fania. But for you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought you was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing, I wanna educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff and she didn't fuck her way to the top. She's efficient in budgets and don't hide her deeds. She is efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dalton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter, but I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so while you've been a half-ass mayor, but if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of our group. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You you gone, bitch.
Sorry, I mean, all you niggas, y'all, come on. That got hood.
They attacked Jedidiah. Come on. Come on.
Okay, I called because she got up in the fight.
I thought she had left. I thought she left.
No, she was fighting and swinging. She was fighting. I saw it with my eyes. Her boyfriend started.
He started. Come on, start.
He started the fight. It was crazy.